Can Ripple beat the SEC? When will Ripple present new arguments in its defense? How much will XRP cost after the trial ends? We will answer these questions in today's video. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel and we're getting started. The legal dispute between Ripple Labs and the Securities and Exchange Commission. SEC in the United States is largely regarded as the most significant precedent for the cryptocurrency sector. If SEC Chairman Gary Gensler and his agency win the lawsuit, the crypto market should anticipate the U.S. government to come down even harder. Nonetheless, the motivations might be exceedingly dubious. In July, CryptoLaw, a website founded by attorney John E. Deaton, disclosed shocking information about Gary Gensler. Using the so-called Gensler files, Deaton demonstrated that the SEC chairman may be operating in the best interests of others. At the time, it was revealed that Gensler had more than $100 million in assets and funds handled mostly by Vanguard Group through two important companies, Annabelle Lee, LC, and Marital Trust. Although there are no major meetings with crypto-related firms on Gensler's public agenda, he does have at least 7 meetings with Vanguard Group, and that conflict of interest is still present. At a time when not just Ripple is fighting the SEC, but the whole sector is facing Operation Choke Point 2.0, Gensler's preference for Wall Street titans is clearer than ever. Eleanor Terrett of Fox Business reported yesterday that the September issue of Gary Gensler's public calendar was published to the SEC's website. Highlights include 4 talks with CFTC Chairman Rostin Behnam, 2 sessions with former SEC General Counsel John Coates, and meetings with Vanguard, China's Ambassador Nicholas Burns, and BlackRock. It's worth noting that Vanguard Group controls Gensler's own wealth of $100 million, and he has allowed them unrestricted access to his office since becoming SEC chair, Deaton said. Deaton recently speculated on why the SEC is targeting Ripple and the broader crypto business. According to the attorney, Gensler will continue to regulate via enforcement until Wall Street titans like his Vanguard are happy. According to Deaton, Wall Street titans are typically positive about cryptocurrency. The CEO of BlackRock, the world's biggest asset manager, Larry Fink, has said that technology will play a huge role in the contemporary world. Moreover, he underlined the need of acceptable crypto rule. Deaton's findings were as follows. Ripple may therefore set a precedent for the SEC to regulate cryptocurrencies, allowing the U.S. agency to obtain jurisdiction over all tokens, ideally encompassing all secondary market transactions. In light of Deaton's discoveries, success for Ripple against the SEC becomes more vital than ever. David Schwartz, the chief technical officer of Ripple, has changed his Twitter profile image to a photo with a message. The context and the term Ripple at the top indicate that it refers to the SEC's action against Ripple. Members in the crypto world are speculating on what Schwartz may imply and if there are any indications on the case's conclusion. When a scrappy financial startup takes on a web of corruption and betrayal to bring instant payments to the masses, they learn that the cost of disrupting the status quo is higher than they could have imagined, forcing them to choose between their vision and their survival, says the message on the profile picture. Several crypto aficionados on Twitter have reposted and commented on screenshots of this message, as they attempt to figure out what the C2 of Ripple and co-creator of XRP Ledger possibly mean. They do, however, agree that this is most likely a legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which has been ongoing since late December 2020. Many members of the XRP army started tweeting their support for Schwartz, EO Brad Garlinghouse, and other Ripple executives who are working with the legal team to win the lawsuit and preserve the crypto sector from SEC control. As many crypto fans think, the SEC seems to be attempting to declare digital assets as securities and regulate them using securities law going back to the very analog early 20th century. The Twitter account Ashley Prosperone thought that the objective of Schwartz's tweet is that Ripple may have to sacrifice their goal for the firm in order to exist as a corporation, e.e. just persuade the SEC to recognize XRP as a non-security, as Bitcoin and Ethereum do. John Deaton, the creator of CryptoLaw, U.S. and an outspoken defender of Ripple against the SEC, has revealed what he thinks is the primary condition on which the fintech startup will agree to settle with the SEC. According to his latest Twitter thread, this is if the SEC signs a document stating that XRP is not a security, including current and future sales, as well as secondary market archer sales by any person or company such as cryptocurrency exchanges. He feels that 1010 attorneys advise settlement in this matter. Deaton believes Ripple would refuse to compromise because it would battle for all of cryptocurrency. He believes Ripple will have to settle because it serves as a fiduciary to its owners. Ripple would be in litigation for a decade if they turned down a chance to settle the case and lost. Maybe not what Brad Garlinghouse had in mind when he joined Ripple Labs as CEO in 2015 is to become a pivotal character in one of the largest legal disputes in the history of Bitcoin. Garlinghouse has extensive business experience and is no stranger to tussling with authorities. Hutchinson, Kansas, is where Brad Garlinghouse spent his formative years. Garlinghouse cites his childhood in a tiny town in the Midwest of the United States, where he learned the importance of family and community. Garlinghouse, a college student who was eager to build his resume, interned at various prestigious companies throughout his time at university. Garlinghouse started his successful financial career as an analyst at JP Morgan after earning his MBA from Harvard Business School. At this time, Garlinghouse was exposed to some of the most influential people and organizations in the business world, including those on Wall Street and at the World Economic Forum. Despite his many contributions to Yahoo, Tim Garlinghouse will always be known for writing the Peanut Butter Manifesto. This now famous internal Yahoo document critiqued the company's methods and called for more productivity. Everyone in the financial technology sector read the memo. Prior to entering the blockchain and digital asset industries, Brad Garlinghouse worked as an investor with Silver Lake Partners. To fulfill his role as managing director, Garlinghouse researched companies including Dell EMC, Airbnb, and Alibaba Group for possible investment. It was at this time that Garlinghouse served as a senior executive at Hightail in addition to his other responsibilities there. By renaming Usendit to Hightail, Garlinghouse made sure the firm kept its promise to serve its global client base with innovative productivity solutions. Hundreds of financial institutions across the globe already utilize the Ripple network to make instantaneous international money transfers. Throughout this period, XRP has surpassed other altcoins like Ethereum and Cardano in market capitalization, making it one of the biggest cryptocurrencies on the blockchain. Garlinghouse has often discussed the present state of banking rules and cybersecurity challenges, highlighting blockchain as a possible solution. Because of his outspoken views, the SEC now considers him a potential target in their continuing battle against cryptocurrency. The SEC's complaint against Ripple Labs casts a pall on the CEO's tenure as head of the blockchain company. The action seeks to clarify the SEC's position on the status of the XRP cryptocurrency. According to the SEC, the XRP coin is a security, although Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple Labs see it as a money. Damage to Ripple Labs and XRP from the litigation has been extensive, with the currency being delisted from major trading platforms like Coinbase. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt have clouded XRP's future, reducing its trading liquidity and preventing it from reaping the full benefits of previous bull markets in the first part of 2020. 3. We should get a definitive verdict on this matter. The SEC isn't stopping there with its onslaught on the blockchain and cryptocurrency sector. Kraken was fined $30 million by the SEC in February 2023 because of issues with their staking offering.